I don't know what happened, but it didn't feel that hostile. And then I rewatched it, and I was just like, and then I watched him crying at the end, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe that, that I did this, and it was very hard to know if I was wrong or right, and I didn't really know how to handle it all, because like one day everything was chill with all my fans, and I was like having a great time. We were on Stickam all the time, like chatting with everybody. And then next thing I know, like I get on my phone and I just see like literally like thousands of comments of like you're fucked up, you're a douchebag, all this shit, and I'm like didn't really know how to handle it, and it was a very confusing moment for me. I was like, all right, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, and I don't think, you were sitting there for 40 minutes, dude. Like, that is fucking gut, like, that's like...
The craziest part is that, like, after we were done, he's like, can we do it again? And I was just yeah. The craziest part
Your bandmates would have killed you.
Dude, straight up. We were just having a crazy day, man. Like, I had taken acid earlier that day, and because we were in the studio, and I like getting weird in the studio and experimenting, especially when it's like a mixing day and you want to add weird effects on stuff. I like listening to the music whenever I'm tripping, but I'm kind of over that now.
Okay.
And but it hadn't completely worn off, and I was still in this like really like intense mindset of like it's all about music. Shut the fuck up if it's not, like really intense. Like I don't know why I got into that mindset. I just did. We've been recording since 8 a.m. We show up at the venue about 3, 4, and then
40 minutes sit down interview about fucking statues and shit. And
dude, it was crazy, man. But all in all, I really didn't think it was that huge of a deal, and I thought it was very humbling for me. Like getting all that freaking hate mail. I was like, all right, this is cool. Like I can learn from this. I can grow from this, and that's what matters.
Cool. Well,
but the coolest part that I wish he wouldn't have left out of the interview was that right after the interview, his camera guy and his friend that had the sunglasses or whatever,
right?
They come up to me and they're like, hey, you want to smoke, man? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I brought him out to my car and I smoked him out, and we hung out for like 25 minutes. I showed him some new songs and we chatted up, and like we were totally friendly after the interview.
Right.
And I wish that he would have said that we totally were fine and we made up, and it was chill. The only part is that I was smoking his friends out, and he was, in our green room, bawling his eyes out, and it was just made me sad.
But not the right ballin', the wrong ballin'.
Dude, there's all sorts of ballins, and he had to get that out, and he had to show the world, and I had to pay the price for bad timing, and
well, at least you made it up here on the Gun Show, because every time I've talked with you, you're fucking fine. So here's your present, here's your gift, and the fact to everybody out there that you're not a fucking asshole, at least all the time. So because you're fine.
Well, dude, I'm figuring it out, man, and yeah, maybe it was going to my head a little bit, and maybe I am a little overconfident sometimes, and that's what it comes down to, is that I'm very confident in what I do, and I'm very, I feel like I got my shit straight whenever it comes to music, and anytime that I feel like any sort of, sometimes I just get defensive about it, and I totally learned that there's no reason to be defensive about it, and just to relate with people that you feel like you can't relate with, that's the goal for me, is to relate with everyone, be friends with people that I feel like don't get it, and also not to be so overconfident, because it comes off as cockiness, and I'm not cocky, I'm just confident, and that's what it comes down to.
Well, you're allowed to be, man, because you write sick ass jams, and you've always been a good human being to me, so props on being props,
I guess so.
I guess whatever. What did he just say?
Yeah, I don't exactly know what that means, but it sounds right to me. I'll definitely agree with you on that.
Well, you're a great American, and keep in touch, and keep the Stickam chats going, dude, because kids are apparently liking those, man. You've been showcasing
the
studio
cool.
shit. Yeah, you've been doing.
We're just trying to be more active, because for a while we were just like, it'll happen whenever it's supposed to.
Yep.
And now it's like, why not just have some fun with it? I've been talking with the other 2 guys, and we're like, we have to stay busy. Like, we feel like we're going insane if we're not like working on music, We feel like we're just like wasting our time on this earth, so because we know our purpose, and I know my purpose is to write songs and to have fun with it, and whenever it's not fun anymore, I'm definitely gonna stop doing it, but I really don't see that ever happening, because it seems like every day we have more and more fun with it, and we figure out more about ourselves and about what we want to do with it all. So
awesome.
I love it, man. It's been a great journey, and
keep it going.
I love the humbling experiences just as much as the
balling experiences.
Yeah, you know, that makes you feel like a fucking baller. Yeah,
you're goddamn right. We're gonna party tonight. Yes, sir.
Dude, we're partying, man.
Hard.
Hell, I mean, I'm trying to think, dude. All right, I'm in Joplin right now, chilling at my office. I'm actually editing this music video because I like editing our music videos just because it's fun. I got nothing better to do.
Right.
And you should just come down, man. I got this office. We can lock it up, dude. Drink some booze, hang out.
Love drinking.
Talk about chicks.
Maybe do gang vocals. I'll do some gang vocals. some gang vocals on this new. Right. Never Shout Never. We'll do a hidden track. It'll be
Dude, I love gang vocals, man. Yeah. Come on, they're so fun too. You get all your friends in there, and you're just like piling on top of each other, and you're like in a rock show, trying not to break all the expensive gear.
Jeff, your tour manager, he'll come in. So
I hope so. I really do hope he comes in, but you know, he probably won't.
Awesome, dude. Listen, always a pleasure, man. Glad everything's, glad, I guess, whatever. Glad you're alive. So we got that going.
Dude, I'm glad you're alive too, man. And have a great night and enjoy the rest of your show.
Keep on balling, baby. You only live once. If you live like us, once is enough. Yeah.
This is his new song. It's called I'm Sorry.
I've been caught at the scene of the crime. I'm in love with a woman, but the woman's not mine. She's tied a knot with an acquaintance. See, I'm doing my best to be patient. See, I wrote her a song, but she wasn't impressed. She's nonchalant, but she's so well dressed. I'm in love with bad timing. She's in love, the knot's unwinding. I'm in love, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is it driven by selfish ambition? I feel like a traitor on a patriot's mission. I lost my nerve today.